Content warning. Following game contains depictions and mentions of blood, violence, torture and kidnapping. Recommended age for play is 16 and above. Do you wish to view the intro? Yes. I don't like you, YouTube. Come and join us in Twitch chat, it's more fun. He's got a point. What a beautiful day to be rich. I must say, it's quite boring. I should attend university. You there, give me your seat. No? You dare defy me? How intriguing. I want to have you. Ooh, no. Just how can I make him mine? The man in this comic book's quite similar to me. Perhaps I just need to follow his example. Now you'll start to fall for me? Hell no. Woo! BAFTA award winning. Fucking yes, lads. It's your boy John. I was walking home and then what happened? I don't remember. How strange. Move to run shift. One of the first buttons it tells you is the run button. That's how you know we are in dire times, fellas. Anytime a game tells you a run button, expect to need to run. If there was ever a person to run from, here we are. This is like when a game tells you you can hide in lockers. That's another immediate fucking big red flag. Well, if it isn't my honoured guest. Did you sleep well? Who are you? Did you forget me? How cruel. Even though I've been thinking about you every single second since we were separated by my death. You're deaf? Yeah, I was executed, bummers. Executed? Chase? Ah, you do remember me. I'm so happy I could die again. This makes no sense. Explain yourself. If you're dead, we shouldn't be able to talk. Alright, how rude of me. Welcome to the afterlife. Pardon? Oh, silly, just look around. Does this place look normal to you? So you're saying I'm dead, just like me? A match made in heaven, or hell, who can say? How could I have died? You weren't looking and got hit by a car, and so soon after getting released from prison, you poor thing. I managed to pull your soul into my little realm before, I don't know, you get reincarnated or go to hell or something, whatever the alternatives are. Why? Why? Because I got awfully lonely without you. I've been counting the seconds till I can bring you to my side, and now you're finally here. I'm so excited I could squeeze you into a little pile of meat and bone. I don't understand. What is that you that you want from me? Okay, right, I wasn't reading that funny. That's okay. You don't have to worry your silly little head about any of this. Just accept that this will be your new home from now on. You're free to roam my little realm all you want. I'll be around, preparing for my next show. Come talk to me if we run into each other. And in the meantime, why don't you go ahead and touch anything you run into, just to get familiar with the surroundings, hehe. Fuck off! I don't like him. My man. I'll be around if you need anything. Thank you. Oh. Please. Oi, my guy. He doesn't need to follow me everywhere, by the way. Hey. Can you hear me? Ah, such a shame. I really wanted to play with you. Oh, fucking honk honk. What a childish place. This man has no class. He's got sass, he's got class, but most importantly, screams at his own ass. You there, come over here. Curious, did I not hear a voice? You heard correctly, I'm right here. Must I resort to communication with toys now? How absurd. Get off your high horse. Fine, what's the matter? I wasn't sure, but no, I'm certain now. You don't belong here. How rude. For your information, I did not choose to die and be dragged into this bizarre place. Die? What? You're not dead? Pardon? Makes you so sure of that? Because your soul isn't stable, it still has a connection to the world of the living, I can tell. So that scoundrel lied to me. Of course, that guy lies as he breathes. I don't know how much you know about that guy, but he's bad news. He's killed people, several. His crimes don't concern me, he's already been executed for them. So do you have any helpful information for me or not? Alright, fine, but you better listen because I'm not going to repeat myself. Do not interact with anything while you're here. This place may look harmless and fun. It is anything but. Your soul is fragile, and as a living being you can still come to harm. So go through every room until you reach the last one. There you will find Claire. She has the ability to bring your soul back to your body. Tell her that Lola sends you. Lola? Who would that be? Me. I'm Lola. Anyway, now's your best chance, so get moving already. What's in the cupboard? I know she said not to interact with anything, but I'm down to interact with like everything. Ah, okay, so we can... Fs. 0 out of 13. Fs. Filters. Do you wish it to turn the filters off? Yes. That looks okay. I think I prefer to look at it with the filters on. It's really quite bright with them off, I think. What is this? We may never know. Various joke collections and guides to stand-up comedy. Hong Kong. Various books on romantic fiction. Books on historical events. Books on conspiracy theories. Books about random topics. One book stands out to you as it's bright red. It's called Oh You Shouldn't Have. Chapter 1. No. Whoops! No, seriously, you shouldn't have. So it's one of these types of games then. Various books about science with a focus on nature and biology. One book stands out from the rest as the plants on its cover look familiar. The title reads A Handy Guide to Mushroom Picking. Take a look. Mushrooms come in all shapes, colours and sizes. But it's not just the funky exterior that differentiates them. Different mushrooms also have vastly different effects. 1. The fungi crepitu is a large attention-seeking mushroom. Excuse me. It avoids other groups of mushrooms and something to something. Harvesting a fungi crepitu is particularly difficult and not advised, as it's something if you something. Fungi Belusa is a cute pink mushroom that tends to grow in groups of 2. This mushroom is something suited for something, as many people have reported to something after extracting its juices. The fungi Pluvia is a something mushroom that grows in pairs of 3. Can be distinguished by its dotted pattern. This mushroom is very popular as its juices can be used for something due to their vibrant colour. I did not want to fall down the rabbit hole of looking at fungi, but here we are. The fungi Spirali is a wide mushroom that grows in pairs of 3. It has a faded collar with a spiral pattern, most advised to something this mushroom due to its something properties, unless you wish to something an enemy. Champignons! Fry the mushrooms on medium heat, then add cream, vegetable broth, mayonnaise, soy sauce and garlic powder for a tasty sauce and early heart failure. Very good with pasta. Parts of the book have faded to the point of being unreadable. Actually, yes. Like, as I was reading that, I was like, could it be that all the text is something, something, to something, to something, 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 and then something? Ostrich! I don't think that's an ostrich. Yo! Are you Claire? Yeah, can I help you or something? Lola sends me. She tells me that you possess the ability to take me back to my world. Is this correct? I guess. Silent Hill 4 face vibes? Yeah, actually yes. Absolutely disgusting. Then go ahead. I don't know. What do you mean? I mean, I could totally do that, but kinda don't want to. Like, no offense, but your vibes are off. You're like a walking red flag, know what I mean? No. It's fucking, it's you guys, it's the chat. Exactly. So you're not going to help me? Yeah, no, you're just kinda gross, sorry. Bye. You know? I appreciate their honesty. Is the ostrich like glitching out? No? Okay. But what if we pick something to something, 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 there's something. Speed. Whoops. What's with it, like invisible tiles? I'll be around if you need something. I fucking do. Speaking of Silent Hill 4, actually, I will play that on stream sometime. Just because. Silent Hill I have like barely touched in any aspect, despite the fact I've been streaming horror for years at this point. I've done a singular speedrun of Silent Hill 1 before, but that was way back ages ago. And it sucked. I was not good at it. I guess I'll speak to the doll again actually. That should have been... That's a fucking joke. That should have been the first thing that I done. Just like, yo, your friend Claire. What a bitch. Claire refused. Okay, why? I didn't understand. Something about vibes. Perhaps some astrological nonsense. Nah, she just thinks you suck. Oh, that is rude. Claire can see between this realm and the realm of the living. If she doesn't like you, well, for one, your attitude sucks, but you also done some bad shit. I should have known. That guy does have awful taste after all. Awful taste? Let's just say Chase likes his victims to be scum. Scum? How dare you? Have I committed a crime in the past? Perhaps I have. However, I've sat through my punishment and was granted freedom. I don't think it's the place of a talking face or a stuffed toy to determine whether I belong back to society. Whatever, guess I can give you a few more pointers. You could turn out to be useful after all. But you'll have to earn your way out. I won't try to convince Claire. That'll be on you. Would you suggest? You know what I said earlier about not touching or talking to anything? Scrap that. Gotta get in Claire's good side, you'll have to make friends with the spirits of the realm. Make friends with the spirits? Didn't you say before that they're dangerous? Well yeah, but they're not malicious. They just don't have a concept of how fragile your soul is. Either way, Claire's fond of them, so she's probably going to help you if they like you. Besides, what are your alternatives? An existence as Chase's toy. Have fun with that. Very well, I shall try, but I must admit I'm not skilled in the art of making friends. No surprise there. Try your best, and if you get stuck you can ask me for help, I guess. You can now interact with the environment. On the bottom of the screen are different interactions you can choose from. Press the following keys for different interaction modes. Okay, interesting. After you've entered an interaction, you can interact with an object in the environment to 1. Look at it, 2. Talk to it, 3. Physically interact with it, or 4. Use an item on it. Okay. Morning. Are you here to bother me? Abso-fucking-lutely, mate. Yeah, I probably earned that actually. Like that's completely fair. I'll allow it. Oh! God, it's going so well. Looks like he isn't coming out the closet. What are you doing? You're not getting any of my treasures. Bruh, imagine the fucking scenes. You're not getting any of my treasures. Allow me to just immediately fucking cut you in half instead of just being like, nope. X. Ooh, big slide. Oh, that tickles. Don't touch me. Understandable. Can I speak to the slide? Tell me things. He's a quiet soul, I'll give him that. What about you, champ? You call out but there's no answer. Doesn't appear like this chair can talk. What a shame. Yuck! Excuse me, that reaction's unwarranted. I've not done anything to you. I thought you were that creep. I book it whenever I see that man. Can't stand him. So what do you want? I'm merely curious about the contents of this chest. What do you have in there? Why? Why you want to know, huh? You're a thief? Want to steal my treasure? Go away. Aye. Oh, do I spot a new fan? If you were looking for an autograph, I'm afraid I can't lend you a hand because I don't have hands. Thank you, thank you. Wow, what a terrific audience. Oh, if I have to listen to that stupid red balloon for another second, I will literally explode. I wish someone would take him away. That can be arranged. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Taking you away. But I like it here. The audience is great. So unless you know a better audience, I'm not going anywhere. That balloon belongs in this chat. It does. Balloons get sass. A bright red balloon with an obnoxious smile. Big slide with a bigger smile. Something about it seemed... You what? Yes. I did not ask, mate. What is this? Ah! Oh, that makes perfect sense. Right, okay. Right. What the fuck was that then? Explain yourself. A group of mushrooms. A round of drinks. A comically large mushroom. Fucking delicious. Finally. Oh no. Plug the mushrooms. Dang straight. These mushrooms do not budge an inch. I should come back with a tool. Hmm? What is this tingling sensation? Fucking yes. Excellent news. This game has it out for me. See, at this point, death percent. So like, what's the damage? Do I just need to wait for Beanbag to appear? These mushrooms do not budge an inch. Aight. Yo, tell me things. Yes? What's your favourite food? Meat, vegetables or sweets? Meat. Me too. Nothing like chewing on something that used to be alive, but eating meat's no good, you know. Need to eat something on the side as well. You should try some of the mushrooms in the garden. Taste is to die for. Ask. I have some concerns. That's an understatement, actually. Oh, curious are we? Not all that interesting though. Just your standard 22-year-old convicted serial killer. Or were you asking for my star sign? Absolutely not. I've noticed these shadow creatures around you. What is their deal? They are super harmless. In fact, I think you should try and hug one. Why would I do that? Well, you know, sometimes you gotta try something to understand it. You like clowns? I'm indifferent. That's too bad, I really love them, especially the ones that make children cry. No sweeter sound to my ears. About this place. I don't know much about this place either. After I died, there was this bright light and this voice. I don't remember what they said, but it feels like it was some kind of rejection. Next thing I knew, I was here. Very unhelpful. Clowns. He's a clown. Could you move to the next room? I can, but why? Because you're in the way. I just love how brutally honest you are. Anything for you. Oh really? That worked? XD? No. You know what, mate? You can stay there. So, but does he like move between rooms or something? Books ranging from cosmic horror to DIY taxidermy. Interesting. Quite the novelia. Small book stand with a single book on it, very thick. A book's diary. Today I've awoken in a strange world. There are many things I don't understand, such as my new form. I seem to have been turned into a book. It's quite an interesting experience, I must say, not what you'd expect. For one, I see words written out whenever someone talks to me, like they're laid out in a textbook in front of me. The worst thing is, it didn't stop. Bitch! They fucking got me. They fucking honked on me. Why do I look like a fucking clown to you, honk honk? A young woman with floppy bunny ears, she looks tired. Ha! These little balls of energy, I can't catch a break. What appears to be the problem? Not to be rude, I was talking to myself. Who are you anyway? My name's John and I'm currently trying to befriend you. Is it working? My name's Nini, but I don't know. I don't have the energy for a new friend. Sorry. Is there a reason for your energy deficiency? I have to look after these fluff balls, but they just have too much energy. I can't keep up at all. But because nobody plays with them, they have even more energy. I understand. I'll see it done. You're gonna play with them? That would be a very friend thing to do, yes. Right. Brilliant. Oh no! I really thought we were onto something there, you know. Very fluffy creature. Yo, check out this fucking accessory. Hang on, I'm coming over. Oh, hang on. Yo, look at this fucking thing. How appropriate. Is it going to kill me? Have I glitched the game? Damn, I really thought we bonded over that time span. I just shoved an entire Coke can into the microphone, I'm so sorry. No! It auto-saved with the bunny on. Fucking look at the sprite on that. Amazing. Bland. We're doing something else, brother. God damn. You Magic players have got it good. What am I looking at here? Hello there, young one. Fucking cloud retainer. This realm must be very confusing to one of your kind. Please feel free to ask me any questions. It's a bizarre interdimensional afterlife. If I start questioning everything, there'll be no end, so I'd rather not. Oh, alright. Come back if you change your mind. Maybe get the balloon to play with them. It's an idea. I'll keep it in mind. If I ever get out of this absolute hellscape, which is just looping the conversation with a bird, I will see to it. Story tree. Hello, young one. I am the story tree. I hark to the size of the cosmos. Please step forward so I can collect your story as well. Okay. Yo, Manzanavelia. Fucking brilliant. Get up, you. Big cherry tree, multiple pages stuck between the branches, too far away to read. Painting of the sky, surprisingly realistic. Bye. I cannot do anything. Yeah, can I speak to her now? Like, there. Because I had to load up a save from before I spoke to her. There. I'll save it again, actually. I need to try and keep that normal save as intact as I can. Because it turns out that the... Can I use that? Oh no! It turns out that the autosave is like fidgety. Whoops, I accidentally fucking closed the whole game. Wow. What a swine. Oh fuck. I can't believe you've done this. There we go. Very fresh. Oh, let's go and consult the balloon again. What up, bitch? Oh, do I spot a new fan? Oh wait, it's this. I forgot that because I loaded up an old save, I need to like do all this shit again. 10 out of 13 deaths? Jesus Christ. We have died for days, boys. That's it. I have found you a new audience. Why didn't you say so right away? Go on, funny looking man. Lead the way. Behold! Jesus Christ, rabbit. Use comedy balloon. Is that not correct? Ah. Play with them, not me. Ah, use it on the actual rabbit, okay. Welcome to my show. What a floofy audience I have, you could say it's abundance. I hope no bunny is having a bad hair day in here. Thank you. Now, what do you... Oh, that tickles. It seems as though the bunnies have become stuck to the balloon due to friction. Are you taking the bunnies for a walk? That's good. Bring them back after they've played enough. We're on to something, boys. For what purpose do I require a shitload of rabbits? Oh, blessed silence. Thank you so much. 2 balloons. They look pleased. Oh. Don't touch me. Hello, I may require more help. Show me what you're struggling with and I'll see what I can do. Oh, you're taking them for a walk? That's a unique way to do it. Since you're already here, you should let them play a little. That should tire them out. Oh, that's an idea. They can play in this room. No! Fuck! And then the guy shows up. What a cock. I can't believe that. Absolutely nannied. Are you here to bother me? No? Oh, okay. It just closes then. Clown chair. Looks comfortable. Can I get around this absolute lad? We should play hide and seek. Not interested, besides there's little places to hide. That's not true. You could hide in the closet or under the slide, maybe between the bookshelves. Many places to hide indeed. No, frame trap. Stay the fuck away from me. I've told you before. No, I'm not allowed to just use the aim. Is there any room I can take them in to play? Trying to just let them loose on the tree. It must be something in here, surely. Oh, you need to use it on the slide. Ah, they're taking turns each in the slide. Very cool. Nice. I enjoy it a whole bunch. After the bunnies have played enough, you bring them back to Nini. Ah yes, much better. Finally, some peace and quiet. Splendid. Do you consider me a friend now? I don't know. What else do you want, women? I have a friend already. Her name's Rika. She lives in a closet and has been avoiding me. Feels like she wants to tell me something but just won't say it. I'm just too worried. If only I had a potential friend who could talk to her. Fine. After this is resolved, you better see me as a friend. Sure. Whatever you say. We can do it. Greetings, I'm looking for a certain person by the name Rika. I'm here on behalf of Nini. Appears to be worried. Oh Jesus. Nini sent you? Yes, she tells me you're avoiding her. Why is that? I was under the impression that friends don't do that. You're right, I know that, but I get nervous around her lately. Why? Seemed rather harmless to me. What? No, I'm not scared of her. I just can't concentrate whenever she's near. I keep thinking how pretty she is, and talented and cute. I mean, nothing. I don't have weird thoughts about her. Oh, I understand this feeling. You do? What did you do about it? I kidnapped him. What? That cannot have worked out for you, can it? No, I was locked up for 5 years and put under a restraining order. But since the law has no power here, we're not kidnapping Nini. I just want to have a cute romance with her, among other things. Have you tried telling her? Maybe she reciprocates your feelings. You think Nini has feelings for me too? He's there. He actually is. You can see him poking his head out for the side of the slide. He's like, hello. He's giving me the fear. I don't like to see him. Yes, he's away. Will you leave this closet and properly communicate with her if I affirm you? Talk to her? I can't do that. What if she turns me down after all? Then I'll just tell her. No, that's no good either. I know. I'll put my feelings into a letter, but there is a problem. I don't have any paper or pen or ink. Sorry, I know you can probably ask the story tree for paper. As for pen and ink, maybe I could write with blood. Let me see if I can find you a pen and ink before you choose such drastic measures. Okay, thank you, bye. Oh, Jesus Christ. Again! You what? Do you fucking want some? Gonna have to just ask him, like, can you move to another room? Oh, Jesus Christ. What is this fucking tomfoolery now? Ask. No, that wasn't it. Ask. Move to the next room. Could you move to the next room? I can, but why? Because you're in the way. I love how honest you are. Anything for you. Perfect. Yeah, there's like hundreds of space in this room. But that's fine. Yo! Are you in need of my help? Hello, I've been told you are in possession of paper. I'm in need of paper. I'm in possession of many pages written as well as devoid of ink. However, if you wish to have one of my pages, I must ask you to bring me a story I've yet to... Fucking hiccup, Jesus Christ. Must ask you to bring me a story I've yet to know. A story imprinted in the shades of night on the repurposed remains of my brethren. So a book. You're speaking of a book. Yes. You must excuse my urges to emphasise on the cruelty of my existence. My utmost apologies if this should be the slightest inconvenience to you. Fuck off, Chase. Look at this shit. I digress. There's a library in this realm with many stories I've already witnessed. However, the master of this realm often increases this collection. Unfortunately, my usual little helper's not been around in a while. She's rather lazy, the bunny woman. Bring me a book I've not collected and I'll grant you one of my pages, and if you fail to bring me the right one, I may just collect your story instead. My guy, can you go to the next room? But he's not here. Okay, cool. That's fine then. So does he just like... I'm just going to run all the way back. Does he reset back to the first room if you send them all the way? He does. Okay, interesting. So what book do we think he hasn't seen then? We take this book? No. Oh, I was thinking we could like maybe move out the way, or just actually have a prompt to pick it up now that we're in need of a book. Fair. Ah, that's a good idea. I did not think of that. Hang on. Nothing happened. Okay. Oh wait, no, it's because I'm trying. Oh. Oh, that didn't work either. Unfortunate. Extra long pages, true. Lazy helper. Could that be referring to you? Are you calling me lazy? That's not very nice. Those are not my words. There's a certain tree who sends me to collect a book. Yes, he likes to do that to people. That's why I stopped going there. Not nice to use other people to run errands for you, you know. You don't say. Do you know of any books that were added to the library recently? Yeah, there was a new book. What was it again? Surely you must remember some details about it. It was a warm colour, not too thick, and the title was long. I think it sounded kinda dumb. That's all I can remember, sorry. A red, chonky book with a dumb name. But just not that red, chonky book with a dumb name. Okay. It's not... Oh wait, on closer inspection another book catches your attention. Biology 101. Choose this book. But it's not even going to be that, is it? Can I put it down? Yes, return the book to its original position. That'll do. No. XD Raffle, the updated guide on modern teen humour. Surely it's that. The CEO's Omega can't control his heat. A classic. Oh, they released a sequel, how delightful. I don't remember hearing about any such plans. Must have happened when I was in confinement. Choose this book? Nope. The president who tricked his people into thinking he was capable free. Top 10 secret bioweapons Gil Bates puts into your cereal wake up sheeple. It's probably that. I liked XD Raffle though. I would have gave him that book just to see the tree do an XD. X-tree. Oh right, tree. Ah, this book, I remember the contents well, as it is not new. You have failed and I will now collect your story instead. Whoops. I thought she said it was a chunky red book. Oh, do I need to speak to what's her face again? Edie. Yes. Whoops. What is this sequence break? How odd. Okay. Right, let's get the XD book. Yeah. Here you go, mate. Enjoy this fucking pamphlet. Perfect. Ah, this book. I remember that. Oh, fuck. Well, we are good at this. Load. Are there any of these that we can take? She did say it was a chunky red book, did she not? Right, a warm colour, not too thick. Okay, so the actual opposite of what I thought then. Okay, turns out I'm a fucking idiot. Here we go! Oh, I do not recognise this book. Please place it under my roots. Well, this story's certainly new. Wow, that's some crude literature, if you can even call it such. Is this what the youth consumes these days? Excuse me, this is fine literature. You must lack taste. Here's the sheet of paper. Just don't tell me what you're planning to use it for. I don't want to know. Chad book. Okay, so we actually have the sheet of paper now. That's cool. Let me know if you make progress with Rika. Okay. I still need paper, a pen and ink. Okay, thanks. Oh, I must need everything all at the once then. I require some help. Did you get that from the storage tree? Not bad, looks good quality. Okay. A pen and ink? Where to get that from, I wonder? He's actually locked me in. Right, there we go. I'm gonna have to ask him to move because I'm actually stuck. Why did they call him Chase when he never chases? They should have called him fucking Roadblock. I'm very confused about where I can get pen and ink from. Oh! Eggs! God, we're actually professional when it comes to fucking dying in this game. We're like really good at it at this point. Could one of your feathers function as a writing tool? Well, I suppose so, but why'd they ask? If you must know. I understand. You wish to have one of my feathers for this purpose? Correct, so what will you have me do? What will I have you do? Nothing at all. Have you ever considered just asking for it nicely? What do you mean? Explain. Are the words please and thank you not part of your repertoire? Ah, I understand. Give me one of your feathers, please. Right, since it's in the name of love, I shall give you one. Please try to work on your etiquette. Ah, nice. Okay. I just need ink now. Is there anything nearby that we could use like ink? This is a bad room for him to be in. I need him out of here. It's like all very tight corridors and stuff. No good. Let's try the feather. Using this as a writing tool, you should make some ink to go with it. Okay. Whoops. The gas emitted by the mushroom has a weird sweet scent to it. Suddenly you don't feel too good. Whoops. Oh no. Where to get the ink? I am confused. Is there anything in this mushroom book about like... anything that we can use? Maybe that? Mushrooms popular as its juices can be used for something due to their vibrant colour. A something mushroom that grows in pairs of 3. Right, so a mushroom that grows in pairs of 3 that isn't wide. It surely must be that then. I should come back with a tool. I need a tool for these. Do I have anything that I can dig with? Dang balloon. But he's not actually though. Okay. Oh. Oh dear. Jesus. Well, there you go. I'm fully confused about where to go for this. How many deaths do we have? 12 out of 13. Yeah, that's fair. No, none of that's working. Okay. I'm gonna just look up what to do for this wee bit here. I don't want to be stuck on the same bit for like ages. Okay, that's very specific. Oops. Right, so what we need to do then is we need Chase in one of the rooms. That's interesting because if I'm going to speedrun this, it adds I guess you could say time element to it. There's a pair of scissors and a small glass bottle among the rubbish. Take the scissors and the bottle. Yes. Yeah, the bear leaves as soon as he gets here, so that's fair. I didn't notice that before. Interesting. Yeah, we should be able to use the scissors for that. I think this is the good ones. The mushrooms don't just give us ink, do they? This mushroom always stains my clothes. It's completely intact, then it should be fine. Getting those pesky juices out takes a pretty strong press, after all. Can I use it in the slide? Because that crushes. Yes, perfect. Mushrooms have been squashed into a liquid. Can't collect it with your bare hands. Doesn't appear like the chair can talk. Oh, it actually counts as ink. Okay. Come out, son. Do you have everything? Will this suffice? Paper, feather, and some kind of mush. What is that? Out for a lot of trouble for this, and you're complaining? Sorry, I guess it'll do. Give me a second. That character's a tremendous mood. Don't tell me I also need to deliver this. Do you have any spine, woman? Her name's Nini, and yes. No wait, maybe this is a bad idea. Fine, I'll deliver it. I can see this will not go anywhere otherwise. Okay, but don't you dare look inside. I'll curse you. Hey, look what I've got. It is impossible for me to see the contents. Just go straight to the gossip balloons, like, check it out. Yo, a letter for you. Is that for me? Ah, this is from Rika. Excuse me, I have somewhere to be right now. It basically is. Oh? So that's how I feel. Oh, Rika, you should have told me sooner, silly. I didn't know how you'd react. But now I just couldn't stand being by your side as only your friend, because I love you so much. God, you're too cute. I love you too, dumbass. You didn't need to avoid me like that. But I love you in a non-friend way. I know, your letter was very graphic. Let's go make babies in your closet. My gosh, can't believe this is happening, but yes, 10,000 times yes. Let's go. Yes. That sure did escalate quick. We are kinda busy, dude. Come back in like a few hours or so. Right, but are we friends now? Alright, sure, whatever. See ya. Excellent. Time to leave this place. What a turnout. Absolutely splendid news. We meet again. Surely you have adjusted your view of me by now. Yeah, about that. No. But why not? Like, don't get me wrong, like, I totally appreciate you helping Nini and Rika, but you were kinda an ass to everyone else. Also, like, doing something nice for your own gain doesn't make you a good person. It does not? Then what would? Like, actually being a good person? But I feel you're kinda a lost cause at this point. Like, after everything Lola did for you, you didn't even consider saying thank you, or saying goodbye. Not gonna lie, kinda yikes. Why would I thank her? I did all the work. Yeah, but you would have been totally lost without her. Like, what would you have even done? I suppose you have a point. So if I go and say my regards, you'll let me go? I don't know, are you going to keep bothering me if I don't? Yes. Well then I guess, not like I'd want to keep you around anyway. Excellent, I will be back. I got an actual internal chuckle when it was like, not gonna lie, kinda yikes. Gone. I was not aware she could move. Where would a doll go? I guess not. Theatre? Nope. Yes. Oh. You like the gift I left for you? This is your doing? Sure is. Pretty, isn't she? Things only reach their prime beauty once they're broken, don't you think? That vastly depends on circumstance. I didn't have to break her, you know. This is all your fault. After all, you were trying to escape, weren't you? Obviously, who would want to stay here? Oh, John, my cute little John. So honest to the very end. How admirable. But I can't have you go when there's so much more fun to be had. And if you insist on leaving, I guess I'll just have to cut off your limbs. Interesting. Oh, Everton. So like, what if it gets you though? Got you. Oh. Stress. Woo. Never thought this would be so much work. You should really appreciate the things I do for you more, don't you think? How silly of me. You can't answer me anymore, after all. You look absolutely stunning, my dear. Must be pretty stuffy in there, but you'll endure, right? I'm planning to keep you like this for a bit longer. Absolutely splendid, lads. Wow. What happens if the guy with the knife catches up to you? I mean, I don't know if you would like, well, I assume you would die. But I don't know if you would get like a game over or anything like that. And you know what? It said ending 1 of 3. So it's a good thing I did that. Oh Jesus, did he just like dive there? Yeah, he's got like bursts of speed. Ooh. Hey Chase, how about you fuck off? Help then? Help me please. Traffic? That's right, I was on my way home and then... Oh! When the game says "Famk" for playing. Oh, yo! What a fucking jam. An earlier point of your journey. This is the earliest point I have. Where even am I? What even am I? Who even am I? Whoops. Oh. Right, so I haven't done any of that yet. No! Haven't done any of that yet. Oh wait, there's an inscription on the door. Once you've seen every fate, this path will be unveiled. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a fucking... if you get the other 2 endings you can go through, but I have 12 deaths out of the 13, so... it's gotta be all deaths? Can you prove who you are? Can you prove who you are? Whoops. I know what to do. How do I know what to do? I checked the walkthrough to see what death I was missing. And it's as well I did, because I'd never have bloody found it. The reload sound when you get the mushrooms. The moment you touch the liquid, your skin starts changing colour as the air drains from your lungs. Oh! I see, I'd never have thought to do that. Extremely cryptic. Okay, 13 out of 13. Let's get it then. The true end, I guess. I know it from another game. Like, you'd be surprised how many RPG Maker games all share the same, like, libraries of sounds and shit like that. Let's go! Here's this fucking troglodyte. So you finally made it here, huh? What is this place? It's the only way out of the realm. You're lying. I'm lying. John, you hurt me. I haven't lied to you once. Surely you've realised this by now. If you wish to relive your death once more, you're free to jump into Claire's mouth, of course. This has all been a setup from the beginning. A setup? Who knows? Even I don't fully understand this place, you know. I just woke up here one day. And how do you know this way leads out? Yo, I just read the chat actually, excuse me, what the fuck? How can you say that with a straight face? I also don't know anywhere else it could lead. And where is this out? Not the real world, I assume. Hell, reincarnation, the big void. Whichever religious belief tickles your fancy. You'll be proven wrong or right the moment you step out, I guess. That's for you to discover now. I don't understand, you're letting me go. Sounds to me like you understand quite well. This doesn't make any sense. Did you not want to spend an eternity here with me? Johnny baby, we've already spent an eternity here together. Eternity just gets boring after a while. Watching you die over and over and over, while clinging on to the hope you're still alive just to have it crushed in front of your very eyes. It should have been so beautiful, but it wasn't. I watched you die over and over again, and it was so exciting at first. I was anticipating the moment you would break so much, but it just did not come. I've tortured countless of people. They would break after just a few hours, but you? Honestly, what is wrong with you? How can you keep walking around like nothing happened every single time? I think it's about time I look for a new victim, so go on, cry tears of joy. You are released. Leave. Are you not obsessed with me? How can you let me go? You still don't get it? I was never obsessed with you. I was just obsessed with the idea of breaking you. I'm not actually attracted to people. I derive pleasure from absolute despair. And you, a stoic narcissist who thinks the world belongs to him. How much I wanted to see this arrogant expression frayed into absolute terror. But no, you just had to blue ball me like that. I don't understand. Fine, you don't need to. Just leave. Once I leave, you'll look for a new victim. Of course, wouldn't want to get lonely in here. Don't tell me you've suddenly developed some kind of empathy. No. Yeah, that's what I thought. Stop worrying and just pass on, okay? No. What do you mean, no? I cannot accept this outcome. I will not stand to let you fool around with other men. You're supposed to have eyes for me and me alone. Are you jealous? For real? You actually like me after everything I've done to you? You have the audacity to claim to be obsessed with me and then try and get rid of me. Now I must have you. I'm actually speechless. I'll keep torturing you if you stay here, you know. If you refuse to leave, I'll just keep killing you again and again. Maybe you'll eventually break after all. I doubt it. I've somewhat come to enjoy the feeling. Ooh. Excuse me, I don't think you have the right to kink shame me. What is this fucking game? So you're actually not going to leave? It's going to be pointless. I've lost all interest I've had in you. You're wasting your time. I'm not worried. You have all of eternity to come around. God, I regret bringing you here. Huh? Goodness Christ. Nice. Well, that's the actual game then. Like, that's the true end, I guess. Fresh, fun game. I'll need to check the creator on Itch and see if they've made any other games. Because obviously this one was only made within a month, so if there's any games that they've like properly invested like tons of time into, it might be really good. It did have a pretty good art style to it. All the sprites and stuff like that are character portraits and things like that. Everything looked real good.